welcome here to the campus of the University of Dallas for tonight's doubleheader of basketball games between Centenary College of Louisiana and the University of Dallas Crusaders. In tonight's doubleheader, the first game will be the men's teams will be playing. As we take a look at the matchup in tonight's game, the Gents of Centenary College come into the start of conference with a 4-3 record this year, starting off their season with a 4-3 record starting off with a 3-2 record in November. Couple of exhibition games early on, and then with games won against Arlington Baptist, Millsap, and Mississippi University for women back on Tuesday, November 9th, Sunday, November 21st, and Tuesday, November 23rd, was another win on Tuesday, November 30th against Millsaps, with losses coming against Louisiana College, East Texas Baptist University, and Texas College. On the Crusader side, coming into tonight's game, University of Dallas Crusaders men's basketball team Crusaders men's basketball team coming into tonight 2-5, going 2-4 in November with wins against Rhode College and Webster University, and losses against Hendrix College, Westminster College, Hendrix again, and Arlington Baptist. And then a week ago today, playing against Division I opponent Abilene Christian on the road. And that brings us to tonight, as we take a quick look at the last time these two teams played, which was back in the 2020-2021 season. And in that season, that was all conference games. The Crusaders split a pair of games against Centenary, losing the first one 76-73 and winning the second one 67-60. And in that win against Centenary last year, the Crusaders had an overall balanced performance by the team, with points scored by players, all of whom have returned. Jai Love had 13 points in that game. Marcus Juarez had 14. Cameron Hyde had 10 points. Jack Boyle with a huge game of 11 points and 19 rebounds. And Luis Cristofano with 11 points off of the bench for Dallas, including 8 of 8 from the free throw line. And so we're down to about 35 seconds left to go until the start of the game. Starting lineups to be announced momentarily, along with the playing of the national anthem. And so we will step aside for the national anthem and starting lineups. But before we do, I'd like to thank you once again for joining us for tonight's games. The University of Dallas Crusaders men's basketball team versus the Centenary Gents of Louisiana.
Mayor Center at the University of Dallas for tonight's SCAC men's basketball contest featuring the Gents of Centenary College and your University of Dallas Crusaders. At this time, I ask that you please rise and move your caps to the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Gents. The 6'4" guard from Athens, Georgia, number 10, Caitlin Mann. The 6-foot guard from White House, Louisiana, number 13, Ralph Johnson. The 6'4" guard from Anthem, Louisiana, number 14, Caleb Lubin. The 6'4" forward from Leesville, Louisiana, number 22, Brown Taylor. The 6'2" guard from Lake Charles, Louisiana, number 23, Drew Young. The Gents head coach is Chris Dorsey, assisted by Terry Stiles, Dominic Percy, and Oliver Cuban.
So the starting lineups for tonight's game, we'll give them again to you. For the Gents of Centenary, at guard number 10, Jalen Bear. At guard number 13, Ralph Johnson. At forward number 14, Dylan Hooter. At forward number 22, Jarrell Taylor. And at guard number 23, Drew Young. For the Crusaders, it will be at guard number 1, Jai Love. At forward number 2, Marcus Juarez. At forward number 22, Cameron Hyde. At forward number 23, Latrell Toussaint. And at guard number 25, Louis Cristofano. It'll be Toussaint versus Johnson for the jump ball. Crusaders in white, Centenary in black, and Toussaint wins the jump, and we're underway. Toussaint scores, and the Crusaders get on the board first. Crusaders in a man-to-man defense as that shot is missed, rebounded by Dallas. Up the floor, Hyde gets stuck. Passes it to Juarez. Juarez, jumper from just beyond the elbow, misses. Offensive rebound, Toussaint, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on number 10, Jalen Bear. Two shots on the way for Toussaint as he misses the first one. Toussaint on the year is a 70% free throw shooter, 28 of 40 as he makes the second one. To the basket, and that is going to be blocked. Actually, that's going to be a foul called on Cristofano. So 2 shots on the way for Young. First free throw is no good. Drew Young. That was his first free throw of the year. And he misses both of them. Dallas up the floor quickly as that pass goes through the hands of Cristofano. Hyde digging himself under the baseline, trying to find a way out. Tried it with that pass, but it goes through the hands of Cristofano. Jumper from the elbow, and that's going to be in for Johnson. Full court pressure by the Gents as Cristofano gets it across. He's trapped, and that's out of bounds. Turnover caused by the Gents. Ralph Johnson with that last basket, now at 60 points for the year for Centenary. As that is going to be missed, shot by number 10, Bear. Love tried to get it to Toussaint and had it stolen, but he steals it back, finds Toussaint in the middle, tries to dunk it, but he loses the handle on it at the last second, and pass to Toussaint under the basket goes through his hands. And that will be a turnover. So several turnovers back-to-back by both teams on that last sequence. And that's going to be a foul on the floor by Hooter. First foul on Hooter, second team foul on Centenary. Love with the ball. Full court defense by Centenary. Cristofano gets it across. Now to Hyde. Back to Cristofano. Swings it to Love. Fakes the three. Slashes in. Shot is no good. Ball up quickly. Shot from the wing. Misses. Offensive rebound by Centenary. Shot by Taylor. Drains it. And Jarrell Taylor, leading scorer for Centenary, 107 points now on the year. As Juarez gets it up quickly. 10 for 23, now 11 of 24 from the three-point line for Taylor. As Centenary quickly back the other way. Toussaint a little bit late, trying to get the block shot on Hooter. And this is always the danger when playing Centenary. They are able to score in bunches very quickly. Ball to Juarez, into the middle, he's blocked, but he gets the ball back. Hyde now, shot for three from the corner, and that goes in. 7-6 our score, 16-18 left to go in the first half. That shot will miss, rebounded by Hyde. Love, looking for something, gets it over to Hyde. Hyde now. Pass is going to be stolen. Hooter over to Bear, and Bear with the lay-in. Ball up to Hyde. Waiting for Love, gives it off. Love now gets a screen. Slash in by Hyde to the basket, misses the shot. Toussaint pulls down the rebound, and he'll be fouled. Official indicating that it was on the floor. Foul is going to go against Taylor. And so we'll have our first time out of the game. So, first game of the SCAC schedule for both of these teams. As of the 9 men's basketball teams in the SCAC, 3 of them have started their schedule. Texas Lutheran and Trinity have both won against Schreiner. So, TLU and Trinity tied as Juarez gets that basket off the inbound. Texas Lutheran and Trinity both tied at 1-0, as that's the last touch out of bounds off of Taylor. And Schreiner in last place right now with that 0-2 record, but St. Thomas, Centenary, Southwestern, Colorado, Dallas, and Austin have not yet officially played any games, so this is the first official game of the SCAC schedule for Centenary and Dallas, and we'll give you a scoreboard update later. But this is these games between Centenary and Dallas, the only SCAC contests being played tonight. There is one out-of-conference game that was completed earlier. And looking forward towards the weekend, that shot is missed by Juarez. Looking forward towards the weekend, we'll be having some more basketball games, but only one of them will actually be a conference game. As Dallas retakes the lead 10-9 with 14:06 to go in the first half. Jack Boyle is now in for Dallas, number 33, as well as Unique Washington, number 32. That shot is going to miss long. Ball to Boyle, block extended, into the middle, puts up the shot, misses, as that's out of bounds, last touched by Dallas. And so in for Centenary, Joseph Wiggins, number 4. And Seth Thomas, number 20, both in. Young, Johnson, and Bear all still in for the Gents. And on the Crusader side, Love, Cristofano, and Juarez still in from the starters. As Johnson now goes to the bench, Kobe Harris now into the game, making his first appearance. 10-9 our score. Centenary to take the lead if they can make it here and miss it. Shot was by Young. Love brings it up the floor. Centenary has backed off of their full court defense. They're playing just half court defense now, as Love will take a trip to the line. Drawing a foul on that last possession, and Jai Love shooting 75% from the line this year, 24 of 32. First free throw is no good. And Blake Dwyer into the game for Dallas. He comes in for Cristofano. Second one is in. Centenary comes up the floor to the basket, shot no good, and Boyle fighting for the rebound, can't get it, picked up by Bear, as that's going to be intercepted by Love, off to the races, surrounded, to the basket, misses the shot, and now Centenary wants to run with it, open under the basket, and the foul, as Dwyer was there to prevent a basket from being scored, but he will send number 24, A.J. Hall, to the line. First free throw on the way. It is in. A.J. Hall this year. That was just his 5th free throw attempt. He's now 4 for 5. Second ball up and misses, rebounded by Juarez. Screen by Boyle, now another screen by Boyle, jumper by Love, shot will miss, rebounded there by Taylor. Ball in the hands of Thomas. Now over to Hall. Hall steps in. Shot is going to rim out. Rebounded by Centenary. Jumper from the free throw line is no good, as that will make its way out of bounds. As Cameron Hyde comes back in, Marcus Juarez goes out. And Centenary now applying full court pressure again. Harris on Love. Love over to Boyle. Boyle now finds Hyde. Washington for 3 from the far wing. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Hall. Hall now for the 3 from the top of the three-point line. That's going to be in. Centenary retaking the lead 13-11 with 11:34 to go in the first half. Dallas trying to get out of their half of the floor. Got very close to a 10-second violation. As Love, trying to make something happen, goes to the basket and lays it in for two. Tied at 13. As Thomas lost the handle for just a second, decides to take a jumper from the baseline, misses. As Hyde now, charging in, is blocked. Hall now, shot for three from the far wing, and Hall nails another one. Dwyer over to Love. Love working slowly, surveying. Hyde to Washington, down low to Boyle, in the key, spins to his right, and puts it in off the glass. Actually, I think that would have been a spin to his left. Still went in nonetheless. Is that going to be a foul on Dallas, I think? Yeah, they're going to call Dwyer for that. And so we'll have our under 12 media timeout. 16-15 our score. Centenary with the lead. As give us an opportunity to take a look at our SCAC scoreboard. So the other game I was mentioning, St. Thomas beat Campion Christian in the game at home, 102-47. That is the only other SCAC action going on tonight. We have Centenary versus Dallas in this game, and the next game scheduled at 7:30 tonight. So that is all that's going on today. And taking a quick look ahead towards the rest of the weekend. On Friday is the other SCAC matchup I was talking about earlier. St. Thomas will go on the road to Colorado. That game on December 10th, 5 p.m. On Saturday, in men's basketball and women's basketball, Austin College will be hosting Howard Payne University, and Colorado's women's team will be going on the road to Whitworth. Then on Sunday, the men's basketball team will be playing against Whitworth, and the women's basketball team will be playing against Whitman. So those are all of the SCAC games going on for the rest of this week. As Toussaint scores, putting Dallas back ahead 17-16. Ball in the hands of Taylor. Kick out, pump fake. Now step back shot for three is no good by Bear. Jai Love with the ball, calling for a screen, gets one from Toussaint, flips it to Toussaint on the pick and roll, misses the dunk, but that slipped out of his hand just before he cleared the rim. Ball on the baseline, jumper is no good. That shot was by Drew Young. Love with the shot. He knocks it down. Dallas getting back ahead 19-16. Shot for three is no good. Long rebound by Toussaint, as that shot was by Dylan Hooter. High for three from the far wing. That's going to miss. Rebound by Bear. Up quickly. Dwyer got a hand on it. As Dallas had a momentary fast break opportunity, but they did not take advantage of it. Instead, three ball opportunity by Dwyer is missed. Another missed three, this time by Centenary, and Hooter is out of bounds. So Centenary pulling back to their half-court defense. Now they look like they're playing a high 3-2 zone now. In the corner, Cristofano misses that three. Spinning one way and then the other. Shot was missed by Taylor. Rebounded by Dallas. Up the floor, Love across the midline. Love trying to get into the middle, trying to make something happen. Pump fake, shot, and he's going to be fouled from behind. And we'll be having our under 8 timeout now as pair of subs, Young and Thomas, coming into the game for the Gents as we have the under 8 timeout. 19-16 our score, 7.5 to go in the first half. And so taking a brief look at some of our numbers so far, A.J. Hall and Jai Love, our two leading scorers of the game so far. Jai Love with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting and 1 of 2 from the line. A.J. Hall 2 for 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, and add 1 for 2 from the line, and that is how Hall has gotten his 7 points. Neither team shooting particularly well right now. Dallas shooting a little better at 30.8%, 8 of 26 for the game. Centenary shooting at 25%, 6 of 24. So Love going to the line, 1 for 2 for the game. See if he can't put Dallas up by 2 possessions. He does. Has 4 points. That may be the most Dallas has led by. Now up to 5. And this is the largest lead of the game for Dallas. Pump fake, slash into the middle, stopped by Tucson as Dallas quickly goes the other way now. High to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. So a chance for 2 more by Dallas as Cameron Hyde will take a look at his... Oh no, they said the referee says that's on the floor, so no free throws for Hyde. Tucson makes a man fall down. Shot is no good. Put back, missed by Tucson. Out of bounds off of Dallas. And looking at the scoring in this game, this is the largest lead by either team. Centenary's largest lead was 4 when the game was 7-3 as that ball's on the floor. And Cristofano gets to it first. Jump ball, and this should be staying with Centenary. Centenary had a 7-3 lead off of the layup made by Hooter back at 17 minutes. So largest lead for the Gents, largest lead 5 for the Crusaders. Ball in the hands of Thomas. Passes it off. Shot for 3 from the top of the three-point line is going to miss. Hooter with the rebound. Stuck under the basket. Puts it up. Misses the shot. Ball still up for grabs. Hyde comes down with it. And Centenary with 6 fouls, so they're on the verge of giving Dallas some free throws. As Love trying to get to the basket. He does. And increases the Crusader lead to 7. Scoreboard showing that it's 6, but it was just 21-16. Shot for 3 is no good. Offensive foul, push off by Thomas. So 7 fouls now on Centenary. And finally, correction made to the scoreboard. 23-16, our score. So 7 fouls on Centenary puts Dallas in the bonus. We're getting some free throws on any fouls on offense. And I think the shot clock was never started. Yeah, that's what it was. They adjusted to 27. Ball inbounded to Boyle. Flips it to Juarez. Juarez to Love. Love gets it back from Boyle. Pump fake. Boyle in the key. Double team. Now doubled again. Cristofano slashing to the basket. That ball is blocked by Young. I know maybe it was Thomas. Baseline jumper is going to be missed. And I think it definitely was Thomas. Young is actually not in the game right now, as that was almost stolen away. Hyde shot for 3 now, and Hyde knocks one down. Increasing the lead now to 10. Ball at the top of the three-point line. Ball in the hands of Saeed Dyer. As that shot is missed. Boyle with the rebound, hands it off to Love. Love up the floor, looking around. Ball down low to Boyle, spins to his right, now to his left. Shot in off the glass. And this is usually has been the reverse of what's happened between Dallas and Centenary. Dallas usually having a very hard time against the Gents. But this year, Centenary struggling against the Crusaders. So take a look at our shooting percentages. Dallas was still not great, but a little bit better than before, as they're improving their shooting percentage over the course of the game. 11 of 32, 34.4%. However, Centenary shooting under 20% right now, 6 of 31, and from having watched a lot of these games, this is very uncharacteristic for Centenary. So back on offense, Centenary with the ball. Thomas for three, as that will miss. Almost going out of bounds, hitting off the top of the scoreboard, but it just stayed in. Hyde with the ball over to Unique Washington. Washington drives the baseline, kicks it over, Love for three, Love knocks it down. 15-point lead now for the Crusaders. As Centenary has the ball on the perimeter. Shot no good as Hyde fouls Taylor from behind. And we'll have the under 4 timeout. Taylor has not gone to the free throw line yet today, as his season numbers. Taylor is a 69.6% free throw shooter, 26 of 23. So free throws on the way for Taylor. First one misses. Second one goes through. Love brings the ball up the floor. Centenary playing, I think, a 2-3 zone. As that goes in high off the glass, 3 ball by Cameron Hyde. As Dallas now takes a 34-17 lead. Ball into the corner. Now up top. Screen for Johnson, who kicks it over to Taylor. Taylor knocks down a 3, and finally Centenary gets some points after a very long scoring drought. Dallas with the ball in the front court. Shot by Juarez for 3, misses. Rebounded by Centenary. Centenary speedily up the floor into the half-court offense, kicks it over to Dyer for three, and Dyer knocks it down. And a pair of threes just like that for Centenary, and that's how they can get back into the game. It's a very frequent occurrence for them to be able to score like that in quick bunches. 6 on the shot clock. Love with the ball. Turnaround shot and no good. And that's going to be on Boyle. Referee calling a push-off on Boyle. I'm not sure about that call. Offensive foul called on Centenary. Hyde with the ball to Boyle, swings it to Love. Love looks to the corner to Hyde. Hyde looking for something, gets it to Juarez, who kicks it out to Washington. Pump fakes, now long jumper on the baseline, shoots it over the basket. As we're down to our last minute. And that's going to be a foul on Juarez. Skip pass in the inbound. Shot for three. That's in and out. Rebounded by Juarez. Love with the ball. Gets a screen into the middle. Trying to make something happen. Gets it over to Boyle, who puts up the shot. He misses. Rebounded by the Gents. Long three from the top of the three-point line, just about the edge of the logo. That shot made by Taylor, and now it's down to an 8-point game with 20 seconds to go here in the first half. So it looks like the Crusaders will take this down for one final shot. Love with the ball over to Washington. Washington gets stuck, and I don't know how that wasn't a travel, but it doesn't matter. Crusaders don't actually get a shot off in time, and that will be the end of the first half. So we will get some first half stats for you as the Crusaders have scored 34 points on 13 of 38 shooting, 4 of 12 from the three-point line, and 4 of 6 from the foul line. For Centenary, 26 points on 9 of 36 shooting, 6 of 19 from the three-point line, and 2 of 6 from the foul line. For Dallas, they have 5 turnovers, 25 total rebounds, 5 offensive, 20 defensive, 7 assists, 1 block shot, 5 steals, and 6 fouls. For Centenary, they have 8 turnovers, 23 total rebounds, 6 offensive, 17 defensive, 8 assists, 3 block shots, 2 steals, and 8 fouls. Our leading individual performances so far, Jai Love with 14 points in the game. He is shooting 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 from the line. And on Centenary side, Jarrell Taylor with 10 points, leading the team on 3 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from the three-point line, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. He also leads Centenary in rebounds with 7. And on the other side, Latrell Toussaint leading the Crusaders with 9 rebounds. Marcus Juarez leading all players in assists with 3. And the team high for Centenary, we have a three-way tie at 2 assists for Ralph Johnson, Dylan Hooter, and Kobe Harris. So 13 minutes to go until the start of the second half. We will take a break in just a minute. We are actually also going to have Crusader cross-country and track and field long-distance runner Anna Wogenbush be honored for her All-American Award. So we'll stay right here for that award presentation, and then we will take a break and come back right before the beginning of the second half.
Cross-country national championships in Louisville, Kentucky, competing against over 300 best athletes in the nation. By virtue of her top 40 finish, she earned her second NCAA All-American Award, having first earned the honors in 2019, and became the first two-time NCAA All-American in UD's history. The theology major of the 397 overall GPA was also the only D3 All-American in the state of Texas. Anna has set many individual records for UD and will surely go down as one of the school's best ever athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause for our NCAA All-American, Anna Wogenbush.
And we're back as the Gents and the Crusaders taking their warm-up shots, getting ready to start the second half. And as we prepare to start the second half, just want to go through this matchup over the last handful of years. So in the last 10 matchups between Dallas and Centenary, Dallas is actually 2-8 against the Gents, with a win back in the 17-18 season. They won that one 83-78, and then a win last year 67-60. But Dallas always having a very hard time against the Gents as we take a look at some of those scores. Some close games, but other games a bit more one-sided. As going back all the way to the 16-17 season, Centenary and Dallas, Centenary winning 97-81, winning 82-68, Dallas winning 83-78. Then Centenary with a long winning streak of 86-78, 57-39, 57-52, 77-62, 77-73, and then 76-73 before Dallas winning in the most recent matchup during last year, the COVID year, 67-60. And those games last year, as both teams played either both away or both home last year to minimize traveling in the shortened COVID season. That win came here last year, and as we go back to the 17-18 season, I'd also be willing to bet that game was here too. And it was. So Dallas 2-3 against Centenary here in the last 5 matchups. 0-5 in the Golden Dome. So when Dallas has had success, it has been here. Nathan Yankovisi, our former sports information director, Centenary undergrad, has told me on more than one occasion that the Golden Dome is a very difficult place for opposing teams to play. Would go a long way to explaining why Dallas is 0-5 in Shreveport. And so we are set to go as the Crusaders out on the floor, waiting to inbound the ball. As Love, Juarez, Hyde, Toussaint, and Cristofano, the 5 on the floor for Dallas, the starting 5, as the starting 5 for Centenary also out on the floor. Bear, Johnson, Hooter, Taylor, and Young. Dallas in the half-court offense. Kick to the corner. Cristofano for 3, and Cristofano starting off the second half with a 3-pointer for Dallas. Puts them back up by double digits. Ball into the middle, bouncing off of Hooter. Dallas quickly up the floor, 3-on-1 advantage, and Toussaint to the basket scores, and just like that, Dallas 5 points to start half number 2. Into the middle, kick out to the corner, back to the middle, free throw shot missed by Hooter. As Dallas wants to push it quickly, Juarez to the basket, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Hooter beating Juarez to the spot and drawing the charge. As drawing charges was former Crusader forward John Russell's specialty, who is currently operating the shot clock tonight. I remember asking John Russell once in a game where I think he took 3 or 4 charges in the same game, you know, how easy or how hard is it to take charges? Now I imagine, you know, having someone barreling towards you and hitting you at full speed can't be all that pleasant, and his response was something to the effect of, "Oh, it's not hard. I find that it's pretty easy to do." So I don't think about it. It's just I just do it. So, and Marcus Juarez hits that 3. Dallas now up by 16, bordering on their largest lead of the game. Centenary has not scored yet in the half. And as I say that, Ralph Johnson hits a 3. Juarez now to answer, and he does. Centenary in the half court. Hooter, wide open, Young down low, isn't able to do much with it, as that's hit by, I think that was Love who got a hand on it. into the middle, to the basket, and scoring goes Johnson. As some loose pressure being offered by the Gents. Juarez on the logo, drifts to his right, now passes it to his left. Hyde looking around, looking for something, will get a screen, doesn't take it, passes it off. Juarez for three, that shot is blocked. As Johnson runs the floor, pulls up just inside the free throw line, he knocks it down. That's 7 straight points now for Ralph Johnson, who's trying to will Centenary back into the game right now, down by 12. Cristofano into the middle. He gets stuck, has to find a pass out. Ball makes its way to Jai Love. 9 seconds on the shot clock. He drives the baseline, puts up the shot, misses, gets his own rebound, 4 in the shot clock, takes the three, ball in and out. Ball in the front court. Bear shot. Bear misses, and that's going to be rebounded by Dallas. Love into the middle. Kick out. Down low. Toussaint working on Hooter. Shot. No good, and 3 seconds, I believe, is the call. And that will take us to the under 16 timeout. Well, Ralph Johnson didn't have much of an impact in the first half. As he has scored all 7 points so far in the second half for the Gents. And in the first half, he was just 1 for 6 and 0 for 3 from the three-point line. So far in this half, he is 3 for 3 with a three-pointer tacked onto that. So Dallas extending their lead slightly, ending the half up by 8. They're now up by 12. As there's been only 2 other shots taken by Centenary in the half, one by Hooter, the other by Bear. Both of them misses, and as I say that, Drew Young lays one in. And now full court pressure by the Gents as Love gets across, receiving the pass from Dwyer, and we're getting a foul, I think, away from the ball, and I think they're calling Cameron Hyde. And I didn't entirely see what happened. I was watching the ball, but foul, I guess, after the shot. So, possession now, Centenary. Ball over to Johnson. Hooter tries to hand it off to Johnson, loses it. Fast break, Love. Young in pursuit, and Young bumps him with the shoulder, as that will send Jai Love to the line for a couple. Love 3 for 4 so far in the game from the foul line. And actually, I don't know how that wasn't a shooting foul. I thought for sure that would have been considered a shooting foul, but ball's actually going to be taken out of bounds, so no free throws on the way for Love. As Love had a chance to blow by but didn't, but finds Boyle on the roll, and he lays it in for two. Going to the basket, that shot is influenced but not blocked by Boyle. As that shot is blocked out of bounds by Thomas. Love trying to make something happen in transition, and ball ends up out of bounds. Inbounded now by Dallas as Love finally gets it over to Dwyer. Long two by Dwyer as that shot will miss. Juarez with the offensive rebound. And Dallas gets a new shot clock. Boyle gets double teamed, then the double team backs away. He'll pass it out. Baseline drive now, Hyde, and he'll be fouled. And this should be on Dylan Hooter. So two foul shots on the way to Cameron Hyde, who has not taken a free throw yet in the game. And this season, Cameron Hyde is a 71.8% free throw shooter. Before that shot was taken, 28 of 39. Second free throw, in and out. So Dallas ahead 48 to 35. That shot banked in by Ralph Johnson. And Ralph Johnson doing everything he possibly can to keep the Gents in the game. That is now, I believe, 9 points for Johnson in this half. Subs in for Dallas as Juarez and Hyde go to the bench. Dwyer, Boyle, Toussaint, Cristofano, and Love, the five on the floor for Dallas as Dwyer gets through the press. Toussaint on the baseline. He's double teamed. He has it taken away from him. As Centenary comes up the floor quickly. Dwyer, momentary harass of Thomas. Shot for three. That misses. Rebounded by Boyle. Five on the floor for Centenary as Dwyer takes the three. And there'll be a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be, I think, on A.J. Hall, number 24. And coming in, Tevin Baker in for Johnson. So Thomas, Baker, Braden Board, number 3, Hooter, and A.J. Hall, the five on the floor for Centenary, as that shot is blocked out of bounds. Love trying to drive to the basket, and Board with the blocked shot. Ball inbounded to Toussaint. He drives to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, and banks it in. So Dallas has been holding pretty steady at right around this 10-point lead. As that shot for three goes in by Seth Thomas, and a timeout by Centenary. So Centenary trims it to a 9-point game, 50-41 our score. So a lot of time left in this game as the Crusaders on average in their last 10 matchups versus Centenary have averaged 67.6 points. Centenary in the same last 10 games averaging 74.7 points. So Dallas bearing down on their last 10 game average. As a team, they've been shooting, they're now up to 35.8%, so their shooting percentage still continues to improve, even only slightly as the game goes on. Centenary's shooting percentage has pretty radically improved from what it was at halftime. They're up to 32.6%. So player down, injured on the floor for Centenary, it looks like. As he's able to get up, that was Tevin Baker, number 25. So as I was mentioning before, Dallas, unless they have a monumental shooting collapse, should pretty easily eclipse their average over the last 10 games against Centenary. 12:44 to go, as they're already at 50, now 51. (52-41), Dallas with the lead. Ball in the hands of A.J. Hall. Pumps, kicks out. Taylor working the baseline, and he passes the ball out of bounds. Tried to get a bounce pass to the corner to Thomas, but the ball hit the line. Love guarded by Hall, gets by Hall and then pulls up. Gets a screen, double team. Cristofano, Dwyer in the corner for three, misses. Ball bounces long, Dallas corrals it. Boyle now on the block, he's double, kicks it out to Love, shot for three, and that's going to be missed. Rebounded by Boyle, and he has it stripped away from him by Thomas. Seth Thomas left wide open for three, and he misses. Ball rims in and out. Dwyer up the floor quickly. High pass to Toussaint. He goes up and gets it. Into the middle of Boyle to the basket, and Boyle puts it in for two. Ball in the hands of Board. Now over to Johnson. Shot for three by Board, and he knocks it down for three. And that, I believe, is the first basket of the game by Braden Board. Dwyer up the floor, finds open Toussaint in the middle. He's immediately double-teamed and fouled from behind. As that foul is going to be on Thomas, and we'll have the under 12 timeout. So 18 points in this half scored by Centenary. 10 of them have been by Ralph Johnson. And going back to the first half, the big difference in the game right now is the huge scoreless stretch that the Gents had from about midway through to about 3 minutes through. Their last basket in the first half before Dallas went on a huge run, as Toussaint knocks that one down. Scored a three-pointer, A.J. Johnson, at 10:48. The next point scored by Centenary wasn't until a free throw by Jarrell Taylor, as Hall lays that in for two. And then at 2:42 was the next actual shot from the floor, which was also made by Taylor, a three-pointer. So for 7 minutes, Centenary was scoreless, and for close to 8, as Board scores that lay-in, close to 8 minutes, Centenary did not have a basket of any kind. I should re-specify a two-pointer or a three-pointer, as that's going to be a foul on Johnson. And in that same time frame, that ball is knocked out of bounds. In that same time frame, I think Dallas scored 21 points after it was 16-13 to the point where it was 31-16. So 18 points actually for Dallas. And that has mostly been the big difference in the game, that big stretch of opposite runs for both teams. Centenary did draw it closer right before the end of the half, but it has stayed right in that 10-point range for most of the rest of the time since the end of the first half. And Toussaint to the basket to Boyle, and Boyle flicks it in as we're now down to our last 10 minutes. Dallas ahead 60-48. Johnson with the jumper. Johnson unable to get it, but he gets his own rebound. Misses the second chance and rebounded by Boyle as Dallas brings it up slowly. Ball works its way to Cristofano for 3, misses the 3. Ball out of bounds. Ball to Centenary as Juarez and Hooter will come back in the game. Dwyer comes out for Dallas, and Braden Board comes out for the Gents. As that's intercepted by Boyle. I don't know what Taylor was trying to think, going 3/4 of the court. I guess he tried to catch Dallas napping, but it didn't seem worth the risk. But Dallas missing that opportunity there. Shot going out of bounds. As Tevin Baker and Saeed Dyer enter the game for Centenary. Shot for 3 is in by Taylor. And some more full court pressure coming from the Gents. Love with the ball. Making a move. Pulls back. Now over to Cristofano. Cristofano to Juarez. Outside the block. 6 on the shot clock. Love trying to make something happen. To the basket. Spins. Pulls back. Shot is no good. But Latrell Toussaint is there for the rebound. And he is fouled. Foul, I think, was called on Taylor. So 2 free throws on the way for Toussaint. Latrell Toussaint, 3 for 4 from the foul line tonight. And make it 4 for 5. He has 12 points and 10 rebounds. Fellow big man Jack Boyle just outside of a double-double himself with 10 points and 9 rebounds. So the Crusader big men having a pretty good game. Balanced scoring overall for Dallas. No one heads and shoulders ahead of anyone else in the scoring column as Hooter is double-teamed, has to get the ball away into the middle, and that's blocked authoritatively by Toussaint. Looking at the Dallas scoring, Love with 16, Toussaint with 13, Hyde and Boyle each with 10, and then Juarez chipping in 8, as that will be an offensive foul. .point game, just under 8 minutes to go now. Love with the ball, gets a screen, passes it over to Juarez, down low to Toussaint, spins, gets under an arm, but he's blocked. And I think this should be on Hooter. It is. He pulled a Kevin McHale right there. Was able to get Hooter to go up on the pump fake and got under his arm, went up and got the foul. I think Taylor also might have been right there. I think he actually got his hand on the ball and would have been able to stop that play without the shot opportunity, but with the foul on Hooter, it didn't matter. But Toussaint able to take a double team situation, turn it into a pair of free throw attempts to be coming right after this timeout. And Toussaint, who has been shooting very well tonight from the line. Actually, the Crusaders as a team have been shooting pretty well. They're 11 of 14 versus 3 of 7 for Centenary, as that free throw is in. And all other things being equal, that's actually a big difference in the game right now. Dallas, 9 more made free throws. Still just 9 more made free throws after that miss. So the score right now, which is a 12-point game, could be a 3-point game if you equalize those made free throws. And actually, Centenary shooting from the floor, they've actually passed Dallas. They're now up to 34.5%. Actually just dropped back. That last shot dropped them back down to below Dallas. But they're also shooting almost 40% from the three-point line. Dallas shooting just 30% from the three-point line. And the three-point percentage will go up a little bit after that one. Dallas now right on the cusp of hitting their average against Centenary over the last 5 years. And that's going to be a foul on Toussaint. And Hooter is on the floor. Toussaint might have hit him in the right leg. That was the leg that Hooter was not stepping on as he came off the floor. And so to the line, Joseph Wiggins will... Oh, no, it's not it's just a ball out of bounds. The way Wiggins was setting up at the free throw line, I thought that he was going to be taking some free throws. Turn, spin, and score by Taylor. And you can do that. If a player gets injured and can't take free throws, you can have someone else take those free throws for them. Which is what I thought was happening until the ball was just taken out of bounds instead. As that three is in by Tevin Baker, and we're back to a 10-point game, 66-56 our score. Dallas in the bonus, 8 fouls on Centenary. So Dallas will be taking some free throws on every foul onward, as Love finds Toussaint down the middle, laying in that basket for 2. And Dallas is now just past that scoring average. Shot for 3 is no good. That shot was by Dyer, rebounded by Toussaint. Love brings it up the floor slowly. Trying to find Juarez as that's touched last by Dyer. As that pass by Toussaint was a little bit far. Juarez just able to handle it enough before going out of bounds to attempt to pass back in, and it was swatted by Centenary. Could have been worse, but wasn't a great possession for Dallas. Shot for three is no good. Rebounded by Toussaint. As Love passes it over to Juarez, swings it to Cristofano. Ball back to Cristofano. Shot for three goes in. Dallas back up by 15. Into the middle. Baker kicks it out. Now swung over to Taylor, and Taylor buries a three. Centenary not going anywhere yet. They've still got a long way to go. They're down by 12, approaching 4 minutes, but this is a team that, as I mentioned, Dallas is 2-8 against in their last 10 games, and it's nothing can be taken for granted. As that foul is going to be on Jai Love, and that will take us to the under 4 timeout as A.J. Hall coming back into the game for Centenary. So under 4 timeout as the two teams drawing up the game plan for the last few minutes. A 12-point game, you would think in most instances would be a safe lead, but anyone familiar with the Crusaders, no game is truly safe. One of the big issues the Crusaders have had over the last few years is finishing games. Now, even 12 points would be a bit much, but seeing as many games as I have, you can't ever be truly comfortable with any lead, and especially not against Centenary. I think against most other teams I would feel a lot better, but against Centenary I would not feel comfortable even with a 12-point lead and 4 minutes to go. As Hall gets to the basket and scores. And we're back down to 10. And here in the last 5 minutes of the game is going to be the critical moment. Can Dallas continue to score and keep the lead? As Boyle almost had that rebound. And Boyle steals it from behind, taking it away from Taylor. Wide open, Juarez lays it in. And that was a big sequence, if ever there was one, for Dallas. Down to under 3 with a 12-point lead. Hall, jumper, misses, rebounded by Boyle. And Dallas brings it up slowly, should be able to take another close to 30 seconds off of the clock. Hyde with the ball. Fakes taking the screen, goes to the middle. Jumper rattles in. And foul by Juarez. as Dallas still has one more foul to give before we get to free throws for the Gents. 14-point lead, 2:21 to go. Hall tried to feed it in down low. Boyle poked it away momentarily. Wiggins with the ball, trying to get it over Boyle, and he does, and the timeout will be taken by the Gents. So Dallas about 2 minutes and I think 9 seconds away from winning 2 in a row against Centenary in I don't know how long. Looking back to the records of the 2016-17 season was as far back as I checked earlier. Find out at some point later, and that's going to be 5 seconds called on Dallas. Juarez didn't get it in time. And that's going to be a foul on Boyle. So another inbound on the way. Dallas this is the last foul that Dallas had to give before free throws. So from now on will be free throws for the Gents as Hall into the middle, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Cameron Hyde there waiting, drawing the charge. And subs into the game, Kobe Harris and Seth Thomas. Ball inbounded. Love brings the ball up the floor, gets it across the line. Double team coming, double team he gets away from. Over to Hyde. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Dallas can now take some time off. Love, 7 seconds, and he draws the foul. Foul by Baker. Misses the first one. So it looks like, as that ball goes in, it looks like the only time since the Crusaders have been in the SCAC, as that ball is still live, into the middle, shot up and in by Wiggins, and that will be a timeout taken by Centenary. 11-point game, 1:23 to go. So taking a look at past Crusader schedules, The only time Dallas has won 2 games or more consecutively against Centenary, they have to go all the way back to 2012-13 when the Crusaders actually joined the SEAC, and Dallas actually won their first 3 games against Centenary. 2 at home, both of those games coming in December of 2012, and then winning in January in Shreveport in 2013. Since then, it has been pretty much all Centenary, with a couple of Crusader wins sprinkled in here and there. So that ball is stolen. Baker fakes the 3, takes one, and he knocks it down. So game over, not quite yet, as the ball works its way up to Hyde. He drives to the basket. He misses the shot. Ball taken away by the Gents, as the Gents push it up the floor down by 8, trying to get down to a 2-possession game. Rebounded by Centenary. Ball in the corner, 50 seconds to go, as that's almost taken away to the basket and flipped in underhand by Baker, as we're now down to a 6-point game. As that's stolen, I should say, given away. Goaltending, that should be goaltending on Centenary. And did Dallas catch a break with that one? Centenary gifted the ball under the basket. That ball, I think, by Juarez, breaking the cardinal rule of trying to break the press. Don't pass the ball in front of your own basket. Tried to go across the basket, had it stolen, and that should have been an easy 2 points for Centenary. Should have brought it down to a 4-point game, but Dallas catching a break right there, and holy cow. So Centenary trying to prevent Dallas from doing what they've only done once before, back in 2012-2013, which is win multiple straight games in this matchup. Dallas 34 seconds away from accomplishing that, as finally there comes the foul. Baker fouling Juarez. Juarez, who has not yet taken a free throw in the game. As he goes to the line, Marcus Juarez misses the first one. Juarez, before that shot, was 10 for 12 this year, 83.3% from the line. .7 seconds left. Free throw here would go a long way to sealing the game. And a foul on Cameron Hyde, fouling Jarrell Taylor from behind. And this will be a 1-and-1 for Centenary. As Toussaint comes in for Boyle, Young and Hall come out for Thomas and Harris. So 1-and-1 for Jarrell Taylor. Makes the first one. Down to a 5-point game. Misses the second one. That's out of bounds. Who's the last off it? It's off of Dallas. As the offense for defense game is going on. Boyle in and out for Toussaint. 6 players on the floor for Centenary. As that confusion could have cost Centenary a technical foul, and I think that really would have ended the game. Offensive foul, charge drawn by Jai Love. Tevin Baker shaking his head. He didn't think that was a charge. As that is big. Even just a layup there would have made it a one-possession game. Centenary still fighting all the way to the end. See if Dallas can score on this next possession, try to get it back up to a 3-possession game. Would be very big with under 30 to go. So Juarez to inbound. Antonio Cormier, number 30, I think this is the first time he's in the game for Centenary. He will be defending the inbounds pass, trying to make life difficult, as that's going to be a foul, I think. Foul called on Kobe Harris. As Luis Cristofano will go to the line for 2. Cristofano this season, as we take a look at his free throw numbers, one of the best free throw shooters on the team, 11 of 12 this year, 91.7% from the line. Has a chance to give Dallas a 3-possession lead, but he misses that first one, so at best he can put it back up to 6 for Centenary to have to hit 2 threes. Second free throw on the way. Cristofano nails the second one. Centenary has to hurry. Kick out, shot for 3. Johnson, A.J. Hall, knocking that down, bringing it to a 1-possession game, and an immediate foul of Jai Love. So as I mentioned with 4 minutes to go, after the under 4, even with a 12-point lead, is not safe in this matchup against Centenary. Dallas getting it back up to 4, 2-possession game now. Free throw by Love, misses, tipped by Hyde. Well, at the very least that takes a little bit of time off the clock, slapping it out of bounds like that, but up the floor quickly. Shot for 3 is going to fall short. Rebounded by Juarez, and he's going to be fouled. And that might get very close to doing it with 8 seconds to go. Still a 2-possession game, and Juarez with a chance to make it a little bit more difficult. Juarez, however, is 0 for 2 in the game. See if he can't make his first free throw here, which he does. 79-74 our score, 7.9 seconds left in the game. And he doesn't make the second one. Harris fights for the ball and gets it up to Young. Young will just go to the basket, gets it to go. as that will bring it to a 3-point game. There should be about maybe 1.2 on the clock. Sometime 1.3, so they gave them a full second. So does Centenary have an amazing defensive play left in them? Inbounded and foul. Luis Cristofano with 0.7 seconds to go can win the game right here with a free throw. Cristofano went 1 for 2 his last time to the line. If he just does that again, the game will be over. And he does. Dallas gets it back to a 4-point game, 2 possessions with 0.7 to go. And I think Dallas is going to beat Centenary. Makes the second one for good measure. 5-point game now. Ball rolled in. Shot at the buzzer is no good, and Dallas defeats Centenary College of Louisiana 2 games in a row for the first time in almost 10 years. Winning 81-76, and what a way to start off the conference schedule. And so, we'll give you our final stats for the game. For the Crusaders, they scored 81 points on 27 of 74 shooting, 9 of 27 from the three-point line, and 18 of 28 from the foul line. For Centenary, they had 76 points on 29 of 72 shooting, 14 of 35 from the three-point line, and 4 of 9 from the foul line. For Dallas, they had 12 turnovers, 45 total rebounds, 14 offensive, 31 defensive, 17 assists, 2 block shots, 9 steals, and 13 fouls. For Centenary, they had 17 turnovers, 35 rebounds, 8 offensive, 27 defensive, 17 assists, 6 block shots, 6 steals, and 24 fouls. Our individual game leaders, as our high scorer tonight was Jarrell Taylor of Centenary with 19 points on 6 of 13 shooting, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, and 2 of 4 from the foul line. Just missing a double-double. He had 9 rebounds in the game, all defensive. On the Crusaders side, high score of the game was Jai Love, 18 points on 5 of 16 shooting. He was also the only player tonight to not be subbed out. He played all 40 minutes. 5 of 16 shooting for Love, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and 7 of 10 from the foul line. He also led both teams tonight in assists with 7. We take a look at our other top scorers. On Dallas, Latrell Toussaint had 16 points on 5 of 7 from the floor, no threes, and 6 of 8 from the foul line. Also leading the game in rebounds with 14, having a double-double tonight. Marcus Juarez with 14 points on 5 of 13, 3 of 7, and 1 of 4. He also added 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Cameron Hyde, 12 points on 4 of 13 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the line. And Jack Boyle, 10 points on 5 of 8 shooting, no threes, no free throws, and he also had a double-double tonight with 10 rebounds. On Centenary side, A.J. Hall, 14 points, the second high scorer for the Gents. 5 of 8 from the floor, a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 1 of 2 from the line. And to round out the double-digit scorers, Ralph Johnson had 12 points. 5 of 13 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, and a perfect 1-for-1 from the line. For Centenary, Saeed Dyer led the team with 4 assists. Seth Thomas leading the team with 3 steals, and Thomas and Jalen Bear leading the team with 2 block shots. Toussaint also had 2 block shots in the game. Jai Love and Jack Boyle each with 3 steals apiece, and also, as I mentioned before, Jai Love with 7 assists. So, for the Crusaders, with the win tonight, they improve their record to 3-5. The Gents on their side with the loss fall to 4-4. And in the SCAC standings, Dallas now 1-0, Centenary now 0-1. As the meat of the SCAC schedule won't be really starting until January. We'll have a few more matchups between some of the SCAC teams, but that won't be really taking off for a couple more weeks. So once again, our final score, 81-76, Dallas with the win. And as we have a little bit over 20 minutes to go, we will take a break for a little while. The women's teams warming up, getting prepared for their game. And when we come back for the preparations to start that game, be about 15 minutes or so. So we will see you then. Thank you for joining us for the men's game, and we hope you stay to watch game number 2.